Great, thank you for joining us today. So today we're going to be speaking to Sandra, who's one of our data scientists at Aparito. So Sandra's actually been working on one of our most exciting projects. It's titled Monitoring the Effects of Extreme Sports on Female Athletes. Now this project is centered around a sailor and athlete, Pip Hare, in collaboration with Resilient Nutrition and Smartsheet. So I'm really pleased to welcome Sandra today. So Sandra, please tell us a bit about yourself and what you do on a day-to-day basis at Aparito.
Hello, Dan. So I'm a data scientist. My main focus at Aparito is to build analytical tools to gain insight from the health data we collect from the wearable devices in our various projects. So my main focus is to work on physical activity, sleep, and other data we collect from the wearable devices and analyze this data.
Fantastic, thank you for that. So this project, as you know, everyone at Aparito are really excited about it, and we were following Pip's progress since she started. Can you tell us a little bit more about the project and what we've been doing at Aparito?
Yeah, sure. So Aparito are monitoring Pip in a solo racing race around the world. So Pip is a British professional sailor. She has 20 years of experience ocean racing and 10 years of experience solo racing. And she has dreamt of taking part in the Vendee Globe since first reading it when she was a teenager. And then she is now competing in a first Vendee Globe, sailing alone on a boat, a 60 feet long yacht. So the Vendee Globe, that's an extreme race an extreme race around the world, which starts and ends in Les Sables d'Olonne, which is in the department of Vendée in France. As this is a solo, non-assistance and non-stop race, so the skippers have to carry out of themselves, do any repairs themselves, and find their own way around. Now she's around the coast of Brazil, heading back to Les Sables d'Olonne. And the race in total, that's around 24,000 miles.
Wow. So she gets no support. So if anything breaks in the boat, does she have to repair it herself?
No, she can take advice from her engineer's team, but she has to do all the repairs herself.
Sounds like a crazy challenge. So in terms of Aparito, what are we hoping to get from this project? And in terms of the data, what types of data are we actually capturing?
So the aim of this project is to monitor the effects of extreme sports on female athletes. This will not only help Pip's performance, but also other female athletes competing in endurance sports in the future. One of the things Pip was really keen to understand was when it is a good time to make big decisions, like for example, changing a sail on a boat. So the first information we are interested in collecting is of physical activity. So Pip is wearing a Garmin wearable device, which allows us to track our steps and movements. We are also interested in tracking our mental ability. So we are doing that by assessing through some problem-solving tests and numerical challenges that she has completed every 3 days. Our nutritional intake is also monitored. So she tells us when she had what she had eaten from her daily food packs. And she enters it in the food diaries that we have been implemented in the app. So all the food and daily meal plan, they have been designed by Resilient Nutrition, who we are working with, in the aim of boosting our performance and so that she doesn't fall into too much of a calorie deficit.
Wow! So has this sort of study been done in female athletes before?
Sorry?
Has this sort of study been done in female athletes before? Is this the first time?
This is the first time, as far as I know, yeah.
Oh, fantastic. So in terms of the Garmin wearable and info that we're capturing there, what's that data we're getting from that device?
So we are gathering Pip's steps and heart rate from Garmin wearable. So this data is recorded continuously and in real time via our Atom 5 platform. So the data is transferred from the boat, from the satellite communication systems, and then it is securely stored by Aparito for data analysis.
Oh, wow.
So we are also working with Smart Sheets to provide a race tracker dashboard. So on this dashboard, there is a real-time tracker that can help follow Pip's location and also positioning against the other competitors. The dashboard also offers access to Pip's speed and other boat data. And we also display Pip's health data from our Garmin wearable device.
Oh, very cool. So you've been involved with this project from the very beginning. What's been your highlight of it so far?
Yeah, so I'm French, so this is a really exciting project to be involved in. And I'm very impressed by all the work Pips is accomplishing during this race. Every time I read a blog post on our website, I just feel like I'm part of the adventure, So I really like to thank Pip for that. What strikes me the most is that how accurate we are able to track emotional stress, especially in particular events. For example, during the first week of the race, she's had to climb a mast to repair some elastics that has broken, and she described it on a blog as a very terrifying experience, and she said she was shaking half an hour afterwards. And this is something that we were able to see on our data actually from the wearable device. So we could see the increased prolonged heart rate period just before climbing the mast. We could see that the heart rate jumped 3 times our average when she actually did start the climbing. And then we could observe also it really took 30 minutes afterwards, so before emotional stress calmed down actually. And I found it just amazing how we can track all this to the minute, really.
That's amazing to think that Pip can be out in the middle of the ocean, yet we're tracking that live data from the Aparito Atom 5 system.
Amazing.
It's an amazing project. So I think finally, just once Pip completes the Vendee Globe race, what's actually going to happen to all of that data and info we collected at Aparito?
So what we would like to demonstrate with the data analysis is how the extreme sports impact female athletes. So we are planning to run a deeper analysis and more detailed one that would become a medical publication, because we think that all the data we are analyzing could help others. So the more we learn about how women respond to stress for prolonged period of time, the more we can support future female athletes with all kind of things like the type of food that they need to eat, the amounts they should be eating, and also what we need to do to keep the best performance, but without going too far.
Well, I've got to say, I know everyone in the team at Aparito has been following this really closely, and we're amazed to see the progress that Pip's making. We obviously wish her all the best and hope she keeps safe and makes it to the finish line. So just want to say thank you very much, Sandra, for sharing the project. And we've got a few more kind of podcasts and videos we're going to be releasing over time about the work and the data you've been collecting from this. So thank you everyone for listening. If you want to find out more, please visit our website, and that's at www.aparito.com. Thank you.
Thank you.